Our grounds crew was tremendous. Our event staff was tremendous. I thought, considering the weather, the crowd was very, very surprising. And I think Xavier did a very good job of representing itself from an event standpoint. I also want to congratulate and commend Monmouth on a great year and a great pedigree and a great body of work. Nobody knows this, but when I was a young assistant coach, there was a guy named Rob McCord who took over Monmouth and put him on the map with probably 5 straight NCAA tournaments. When I got hired here, the first person I called was Rob McCord. I don't know him. I had never met him till tonight, but we talked a lot about how you get a smaller name school from a mid-major conference when we were in the Atlantic 10 on the map nationally, and this is definitely a program I had my eye on for a while and tried to emulate. And, you know, as far as the game, I told the guys at halftime, survive the game. You don't have to win the game. I was very proud of our response in the second half, where I felt like we had command of it and they really didn't threaten us too much. And we stayed in the middle and stayed composed, and I felt like we all thought we were going to score at some point. And obviously Kyle Martin's injury is a little disappointing, and the goal we allowed is disappointing. And I don't want to sound like a coach who's not grateful to advance, because I am, but the standards we have defensively here and the goal we allowed for the second straight game left a little to be desired. But the guy on my left came up big and made a big play and had a great second half, and the guy on my right has really been carrying our team the last couple of weeks. And you know, one of my great mentors in my career said, ride your seniors at this time of the year, and we're doing that, and we'll worry about the next game tomorrow.
We'll talk about that sequence leading up to your first goal.
To be honest, I don't really remember it too much. I just we knew that if we could get in their end and move the ball a little bit and keep it and be composed, that we were going to create chances, and that was one of the times we did. And I'm just thankful I was in the back end of it. Matt Visquinza played a nice ball inside, and I just made contact and put it on frame and just hope for the best. So I'm happy with it.
How did it feel running into your home crowd, senior year, home NCAA tournament match, scoring a goal?
Yeah, I mean, it's an absolute dream, really. I mean, we since I was a freshman, we've always been pushing for a whole NCAA game. We got it, and I'm just happy we won. I mean, Monmouth was a great team. They're tough to beat, tough team to break down, and I'm just glad we stuck to our plan and got better as the game went on. And it can't explain the feeling right now. It's unbelievable.
How does it feel to move on, face a program like Indiana?
Yeah, I mean, Indiana's. I mean, they're an incredible program. I mean, they have the tradition, and they're a good team. And so, I mean, as we progress in the tournament, hopefully, I mean, you're going to play good teams. So, I mean, we got to represent ourselves well, go up there and show them what we have, and take it to them. So.
Alex, what did you see on that last play?
Yeah, basically, tried to get in there a bit earlier, but I think Willie had the first shot, actually. Then it bounced back off the keeper, and I think Matt Visquinza got a toe to it. And it just popped out and just concentrated on making good contact with it. And fortunately, the swinger came up good.
What did they do in the second half to make it really tough for you guys?
I think they sat in a bit more, which made it tough. They definitely packed around the edge of the box, and it was important for us to be patient. And we talked about it at halftime. Definitely in the first half, we kept jamming balls in, which forcing it at times. Second half, we got down their end, and especially in overtime, we circulated it around the edge of the box, and they tied out and spaces opened up, and we took advantage of it.
Were you confident that you had all that possession at some point you were going to get a goal?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about just being patient. Definitely the better of the game, I thought, in the second half, and it was well deserved in the end.
You've already played a couple of years of college soccer. What did it feel like, an environment like this tonight compared to your first 2 years at
Yeah, obviously this is my first year at Xavier, and it's been a brilliant year so far, and obviously don't want it to stop now. The fans have been great all year, and they're great again tonight, and the Zoo were on form. But, yeah, really enjoyed this year. It's been good. It's not done yet.
I'll just say a couple more words about our next opponent. You know, we played in the preseason, and I think we're both drastically different teams this time around. I think Indiana has a balanced attack that comes from a lot of different people at a lot of different times by a lot of different means, and that's kind of what we are. We've relied on our defending and our depth and kind of being gritty and kind of wearing teams down and hanging around in games with some timely goals as our MO, and that's kind of what they've been able to do. Certainly it's a program I'm close to, and we obviously called each other when we saw the bracket again, and it's no fun playing your close friends. But, you know, Indiana's going to respect us. We're not going to sneak up on Indiana, And I think the theme we have to reset for tomorrow is we were the hunted tonight, and on Sunday we're going to go back to hunting. But, I think we've played teams like them the last several games in the Big East, and I think that's what the conference does, gets you ready for games like that and opponents like that. And we certainly have a pretty good idea what they're going to do. We started working in advance on them with the hope that we would win, and I think we'll go in there confident, and our eyes will be wide open. And I don't think we're enamored or scared of Indiana anymore, maybe like we were 2 years ago.
In the lead up to tonight, you had mentioned the first time you took the job, this was a dream of yours to have a home NCAA tournament. Did it line up?
Yeah, when I pulled in at 5:30 after the meal, there was a security guard to check my parking pass, and there was, the parking lot was roped off, and there were signs up, and it just kind of had that postseason feel to it. And when we came off of the kickoff, it was cold, there was snow around the field, the lights were on, and I don't know if anybody else really can understand what I felt, but I did have that vision, and I did always envision it, and I did tell these guys maybe once or twice during the year, hosting a home NCAA game is another step. The average person who opens a newspaper and says the game was at Xavier, that might not mean something, but for those of us who know where our final RPI was and the fact that they flew out a team for us to play and it wasn't a regional opponent, I think it says a little bit about our body of work, and I think that body of work gives us some confidence going into Sunday.